You too. It's a warm and pleasant evening at the City Football Academy. But unfortunately, as with the last two games, the COVID restrictions mean no supporters are in the ground today. But they will be there for the Community Shield at Wembley Stadium on Saturday evening against Leicester. And Pep Guardiola will be a little bit closer knowing his side by the time that game comes around. So today there are 8 senior players with Mendy, Fernandinho and Mahrez. The 3 academy youngsters rubbing shoulders with them are Cole Palmer, Ben Knight and Sami Dozie, the latter having scored in both friendlies that have taken place so far. Well, as for the visitors, Blackpool are much further down the path to full fitness with the Championship season beginning this weekend. This indeed is their 8th pre-season run-out, having beaten the amateurs Squires Gate, Southport and Carlisle. They've drawn with Morecambe and succumbed to Accrington Stanley, Newport County and Burnley. They begin their campaign at Bristol Everything's getting a little bit more meaningful now, whether you count Saturday's game against Community Shield opponents Leicester City as the start of the season, or the game at Spurs the following Sunday as that official start. There is no doubt that things are stepping up. Players are starting to return, and very, very soon target with his sights. Pep Guardiola has just completed 5 years as manager of Manchester City. What an extraordinary 5 years it's been. Now Mahrez wins the ball back. Gundogan has it. Suddenly City in with a chance already, and they might well take the lead through Edozie. Well, he scored in his previous 2 pre-season friendlies against Preston and Barnsley, and he's done it again, Sami Dozie. And what a start that is. 3rd minute, and the Blues in front already, and it all came about because Blackpool were trying to play out from the back. Mahrez picked it off, Gundogan on the spin, and then it just broke on the ricochet for Sami Dozie. And he has now scored in 3 pre-season friendlies in a row, and he is to be applauded for doing so. Just 18 years old, and what an extraordinary week it's been for him. So City in front already. Okay, finds João Cancelo. Knight shows for him. Breaks off him, and Blackpool have it with Lavery. Tries to get beyond Diaz. The referee says that's a penalty. Diaz had a little nibble, says the referee. Lavery takes a tumble. Blackpool have the penalty. Well, in pre-season you iron out the kinks and get the rustiness out of your system. Ruben Diaz can be afforded that as Garbett tries to tuck in the penalty, and he's dispatched it sweetly. Zach Steffen went one way, the ball very firmly into the roof of the other side of the net, and Blackpool have done what their 2 previous Championship opponents couldn't, and they I mentioned earlier that nobody against City is a Casey Livewire, an attacking-minded player. I'm pretty sure it's he who has crept onto the field. Anyway, here's Mahrez for City. Terrific finish. And he keeps his goal-a-game record up in pre-season as well. Well, Edozie and Mahrez scored against Preston a week ago. They were both on the score sheet against Barnsley on Saturday. And now they're both on the score sheet against Blackpool. And what a wonderful finish that was. Can't underestimate how difficult to finish that is, because there's only one place that he can actually foot. Very left-footed player, Mahrez. He has just guided that ever so gently and ever so precisely into the net, although Grimshaw did get a piece of it, and City are back in front through Riyad Mahrez. Celebrated 4 years as a City player a few weeks ago. Here's Mahrez for City. He was bundled to the floor. The referee eventually gives City the free kick. And again, it's a little ball into Gundogan. That is magnificent. The vision from Mahrez, the ghosting run from Ilkay Gundogan, and it is 3-1 to the Blues. Look at the quick thinking of Mahrez here. Equally so Gundogan. Those are exactly the kind of runs that made Gundogan such a prolific scorer last season. He's almost unnoticed by the Blackpool players, who by the time they did see him, it was too late, and Gundogan was prodding it into the corner of the net, and City lead by 3-1. Here's Mahrez. Probably touched the ball more than anyone out there this evening. João Cancelo up towards Gundogan. Again he's stolen in, again he's finished. Well, last season was certainly no flash in the pan. City's top scorer always seems to time aren't unnoticed. This time played in by João Cancelo. Gets beyond the last defender and just taps it past Grimshaw. Gets his second goal of the evening. City's fourth. And, well, how good a finisher has Ilkay Gundogan demonstrated himself to be in the last 12 months. City are going to